Hello everyone, I am the Channeling Goddess. If you are new here, hi, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading all about love and career, okay? Now I will say one of these piles kind of, I don't want to say went off the rails, but you know, somebody's ancestors and spirit guides are coming through with a very different message. So make sure that you are choosing the piles that best fits you. I would also say if you are looking for a message that is more tailored toward you, something that feels like it is meant for you, the best thing you can do is to tap into your intuition, but also set the intention. So normally when I'm getting into a reading, or if I'm listening to a reading from another reader, I always ask that Spirit allows that reader to give me a message that I need to hear. So maybe that's something you can do as well to make sure that you hear the messages that are meant for you. Also for me, when it comes to tapping into my intuition, I normally like to go outside and put my feet in the grass and or take 3 mindful deep breaths. So you want to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale for 5 to 6 seconds. This just helps you get more in sync and more in tune with the messages that Spirit has for you, okay? So if you are ready, I would definitely say to look in the description box below, check out the timestamps, and I will see you in your pile. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this card, then this is your pile. So today we are doing a love and career reading. So let's turn your card over and see what you got. So, wow, pile number 1, you have the 3 monkeys. So this, of course, you can see the speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil, right? So to me, this talks about being in your own lane, being in your own zone. It almost feels like there might be people that may come into your life during your, like, for maybe this is career focus more so, who trying to get you out of your own zone, who try to make you be somebody that you're not, which is what I'm getting right now. Spirit is asking you to be in your own zone, to be one with yourself. Something about this also makes me think of being connected with oneself. So I don't know if you felt disconnected in your love life or in your career life in the last like couple of days or in the last month or so, or maybe even the last 3 years. Something about your love and career life is about to change, but it's about going inward, right? There's going to be a lot of inward, like, soul searching that you may be doing in the next couple of days. And I'm actually filming this on the 11th of June, which is the strawberry new moon. And I believe it's in Sagittarius. So there, and the fact that this looks like the color of like the strawberry moon or like a strawberry shake to me is significant. So you might want to do some manifestation and some, like, maybe some shadow work and releasing things that no longer serve you so that you can go more inward. Something about this card makes me think of going inward, blocking out the noise, not telling people about your next move, not listening to other people's opinion about what you want to do, making sure that you stay grounded within your own self and know what it is that you're looking for, know what it is that you want to do, okay? So I'm going to read this one from the book and see if we can get any additional information about this card. It says, this card is 32, the 3 monkeys. It says, you are wiser than you look, or you think, sorry. It says you have, and for some of you that may be true. Some people may have underestimated you, and you're wiser than your appearance would suggest. It says you have received this card as the universe wants you to focus on your wise self. Yeah, inward. The 3 wise monkeys are an ancient sacred Japanese icon. Traditionally, they have represented see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. The 3 monkeys psychic reading card has 2 very different meanings. It is up to you as to what meaning you feel most represents your current situation in life. The first interpretation of this card is the 3 wise monkeys. The universe wants you to be aware of what you are thinking as you desire and manifest right now. Didn't I say that? You may be manifesting through the new moon, so be careful with your thoughts. Be careful how you speak about yourself. Be careful what you listen to as well, because sometimes we don't realize, especially if you're like a music head like me, you're listening to things and you don't realize you're putting those things in your subconscious, okay? It says, This is a time for you to really think about what it is you want in your life. As life attracts like attracts like, okay? It says this representation is the positive side of your life and is telling you to focus on all positive factors to bring those energies back into your life. It says, and I just saw 333, and I actually saw this earlier when I was shuffling the cards, so that may be confirmation for you. Oh, and you got 3 monkeys here. Wow. So 3 may be a significant number for you. It may be the number of manifestations that you want to put out into the universe. I'm not sure. You'll know if that resonates with you. I would also say look up the numerology of 333. That might help you as well. Okay. It says the reverse meaning of this card is 3 dumb monkeys, not seeing, not speaking, not listening. The guidance from this representation of the monkeys indicates that you or someone around you is not actually seeing or willing to acknowledge there is a negative issue. Hence, you are not seeing, hearing, or speaking about your current situation. Now is the time to pay attention to this card so you can focus on what area of your life needs the most attention. There will be no positive outcome if you don't focus on what you want to bring into your life. Forget what you don't want. When you remove this energy, things will start to flow. So for some of you, kind of like this book said, you are in a place where you may have been, okay, I'm getting it now. Thank you, Spirit. So you may have been in a place where you are getting downloads and you are getting, let's say, $1 million ideas. Let's just use an example. And you're afraid to move forward because you're like, oh, it's so many people in this field, or I don't know if I'm ready for this, or I'm going to spend all this money, buy all this stuff and make these products and it won't sell at all. And Spirit is saying you're not seeing the blessing that's right in front of you. You're asking to be a millionaire. You're asking to have all your bills paid and be able to go on vacations. And Spirit has given you the form or means by which you can do this. And instead of listening to that, you are doubting yourself. You are doubting what Spirit has given you. You are doubting how Spirit is looking out for you because you are closing yourself off to the things that Spirit has already said, hey, you can do this. Some of you have $1 million ideas. Some of you found the love of your life and maybe they don't look the way that you thought they were going to look. And I'm being drawn back to the saying in the book is people like they've underestimated you for the way you look. That's not what was in the book, but that's what I heard. So maybe you're underestimating this person because they don't look exactly like your traditional cup of tea or the traditional partner that you would normally have. And Spirit is saying, release your expectations, go inward, right? Like, meet this person where they are. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're asking Spirit for a relationship where you have a very giving partner and you have someone who loves you with all of their heart. Maybe you're asking for someone who's a bit obsessed with you, to each its own, okay? And this person is all of those things. The only difference is they don't quite look like your traditional type, right? Maybe you're into white, Caucasian people and this person is Indian. Or maybe you're into, Asian, someone from the Asian community and this person is Black, right? So Spirit is saying to look beyond the facade or look beyond the actual makeup of this person and see what's in their heart. And to me, the fact that you have the 3 monkeys, which is, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. To me, when you're doing that, you're going within. And Spirit is asking you to go within. Some of you, the career moves that you need to make, you already know what they are. And this reading is just confirmation that you are on the right path. Something about this strawberry new moon that's coming in, that's in Sagittarius today, is really going to set you up for success, because I keep getting drawn to like this pinkish kind of strawberry color up here. And to me, that it's almost like, it's going to sound weird, but it's almost like what's coming to you in this new moon phase is the see no evil, the speak no evil, the hear no evil. That's some of the things that you need to manifest. And maybe what you are releasing is thinking the worst, hearing things that don't serve you, and speaking to yourself unkindly. Okay. So we're going to pull some other cards and see what other messages we get. Okay. All right, let's pull some love and romance cards. We'll pull those first, okay? Spirit, can we get any cards for pile number 1? Thank you. We have nurture. So it says nurture your relationships like blooming flowers, they'll flourish, okay? Yeah, to me, that's talking about what's already in you. You have to nurture what's already within you, and you're not doing that. You're hiding it away. Look at that, hide away. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. For some of you, you're not stepping into what it is Spirit has for you. You're underestimating yourself, right? Wow, we have true love. It says a deep and endearing connection going beyond superficial attraction. Now, for some of you, this is an actual romantic relationship. For some of you, Spirit is talking about you finally being able to do something that you love to do. Like you don't have, if working a 9-to-5 job is what you want to do, then go for it, right? But for some of us, we're not interested in that. We want to do something different. We want to do something that's passion filled, that makes us feel like we're alive, right? And Spirit is saying, this new thing this new thing that's coming in for you, it's like this job or this career move or this promotion, it could be even a promotion that's coming in for you. It is actually going to propel you into something that you're happy to do, right? You're excited to get up in the morning and do this task. And then we have dreams. It says, look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. So for some of you, you may be getting some answers in your dreams tonight specifically, or this, it could be or. So you may be getting some dreams in some answers in your dreams tonight, but this could also be you finally having that dream job, you finally taking that dream vacation, you finally being with that dream person, okay? And then your bottom deck energy is falling fast. It says love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process, okay? Spirit is saying for some of you, after this new moon that's coming in today, you may feel like you're falling rather fast into this new opportunity, right? So let's say you do a ritual, right, during the new moon, and you say, I want to release all my limiting beliefs about, not being able to start this business and not being able to make money when I start this business, right? And those limiting beliefs are released, right? But then you start getting orders out of the wazoo. And it may come in faster than you anticipated. And Spirit is saying, regardless of how fast it comes in, take it as what it is. It is a blessing. It is something that you called forth from Spirit. It is something that you manifested. So enjoy it, okay? Take your time, breathe. If you feel overwhelmed, take a break, right? Don't stop what you're doing, but take a breather, right? Make sure that you are all about self-care. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure that you're looking out for yourself, okay? Spirit, can we get, wow. It's too many cards. Spirit, can we get 2 cards, please, for pile number 1? Thank you. We have B, community cooperation, sweetness. Yep. So for some of you, you may have to employ the help of your community if things get start moving, like orders start coming in pretty fast, or you feel like you're falling in love with this person rather quickly. You may have to employ the help of your community, like, hey, keep me grounded. Make sure I'm not stepping into traps. You can also use your community to say, hey, help me to get these orders out. Like I need like maybe 5 or 6 people to come down and really help me do this. So Spirit is saying utilize your community because you are going to be busy. Look at the bee. I didn't even realize that. You're going to be busy as a bee because you're releasing a lot of things in this during this new moon. Actually, this full moon. I don't know why I keep saying new moon. During this full moon, you're going to be releasing a lot. Okay. Wow. That flew out. So we have watering can. Wow. We have watering can, asking for help, sharing burdens. Yes. Spirit wants you to know that things are going to be coming in relatively fast, but you need to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask your family, ask your friends for help. And then we have mortar and pestle. It says integration, subtlety, thoroughness. So Spirit is saying be thorough about what it is that you want to do, but don't be afraid to integrate different things into, like, incorporate different things. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you're the type of person who you love to make everything from scratch, right? But there's a machine that is available to you, and you can still make it from scratch, but you can do it faster this way. Spirit is saying don't be afraid to integrate new ideas, integrate new things into your life, because it is going to help you in the long run. Okay, so we're going to pull from the money manifestation card, since this is a love and career reading, and let's see what other messages Spirit might have for you. Spirit, can we get some messages, please, for pile number 1? I saw debt fly out, but we'll see if it comes back out again. And then we have reckless. It says uncontrolled spending habits and impulsive purchases are making your financial journey harder harder than it has to be. So for some of you, I feel like this reckless spending, if this is you, it is going to come to an end very soon. Or you will be in a place where it won't feel like reckless spending anymore. Okay. For others of you, Spirit is saying, if you're investing into your business, make sure that you're doing that. So instead of spending money on frivolous items, make sure that you're investing into your business. Make sure that you're investing into your relationship. If this is, this is a relationship that's coming in for you, invest into your relationship. Take your partner out somewhere. You do something with your partner. They do something with you, whatever the case may be. Try new adventures, new, eatery places that you've always wanted to try. Invest in your union. And then we have artists here. It says a true artist lives their art. Let your life be your canvas and you will create your greatest masterpiece. So for some of you, you are artists, and you will be in a place where you can create your own art, where you can sit back and relax and actually create the things that make you happy. And this, you don't have to be a painter, right? Artists are so many different kind of people, right? You could cut hair and be an artist, right? Okay, Spirit, can we get some more cards, please? Thank you. Oh, that's too many. Can we get we'll get 2 more cards, and then a bottom deck energy, please. Can we get, thank you. We have dream home. It says when you're living your best life every day, your dream home is your actual home. So for some of you, I'm hearing that your dream home, this could also apply to you having your dream job. When you have your dream job, it feels like home. It feels like, something that you're most comfortable in every day. For some of you, you may be moving into your dream home. Maybe that's something that's coming in for you. You're going to be able to nurture yourself. You'll also be able to hide away in this place if that's something that you want to do. But your dream home, I'm going to say this, your dream home is going to be created through your creative endeavors. That's how you're going to get to this dream home, is by stepping outside of your comfort zone, not being afraid to take those chances, not being afraid to dive into those $1 million ideas. Okay, let's get you one more card and then a bottom deck energy, please, Spirit. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Spirit. We have walk away. It says what you're doing now isn't working for you. But are you willing to walk away to make room for something better? For some of you, this is about you walking away from your 9-to-5 job. This is also about you walking away from a relationship that no longer serves you. Because how can you find the person that's meant for you if you're stuck in a relationship that's not meant for you? Okay. Spirit is asking you to walk away from things that no longer serve you. And here's the thing about this. You will know if this applies to you. This is going to be very specific. If you heard me say walk away and a specific person, place, thing came to your mind, job, then you know what I'm talking about. That is what Spirit is telling you to walk away from, right? And it's because, I know a lot of people say, well, I'm walking away from everything and walking into nothing. The truth is, you've already been given the answer before the problem. And Spirit is saying, when it starts coming, and I'm hearing when the blessings fall, when it starts falling, when the blessings start coming, don't freak yourself out, right? Don't stop the train. Just say, okay, now we need to revamp. We need a little help. We need to be able to keep up with everything that's going on, okay? And then your bottom deck energy is competition. It says, remember that there is no competition if you are truly original. So for some of you, I think I mentioned this, you may be feeling like, oh, it's a whole lot of people doing this. I don't know if I should do this. And Spirit is saying you should absolutely do this. You're being called to do this, okay? So we're going to get some clarifying life situations, and this is a love and career reading deck. So let's see what messages comes out from Spirit. That was quick. So we have behind the veil. It says, welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth, and be okay with not knowing. Yes, for some of you, you're afraid to walk away because it's the not knowing. It is the unknown. I'm literally hearing into the unknown. And that may be what you're feeling right now. You're feeling like what you're asking me to do is going completely into the unknown, and I don't know if I can do that. And then we have quiet moments. It says, seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. So for some of you, you need to be a little silent. Maybe during this this new moon or full moon, maybe what you might want to do is sit back, relax, take some time to be one with spirit, especially because you got behind the veil. So for some of you, the veil may be thinning. You may get a chance to meet some of your ancestors in your dreams. Please write down your dreams. It is so helpful because you don't know how, later on you may have to come back to those dreams and get some additional messages. Okay. Bottom deck energy is create a new identity. It said embrace change and rediscover yourself, crafting a narrative aligned with your true excellence. Yes, you are creating a whole new identity. Like, I would not be surprised if the people that know you now are not able to recognize you later on in life. I would not be surprised by that because there's so much that is transitioning in your life. Something about this summer, this full moon that's in effect, it is really gonna it's gonna really shift and change some things around for you. Okay, let's get you some angel number cards. It's just maybe some guidance that you need to hear right now. So we have harmony. It says 121, embrace harmony in your life, seek balance between your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Yes, for some of you, to me, that harmony is talking about making sure that you ask for help, right? When things start to get fast, when things start to go way off the deep end, ask for help. And for some of you, this doesn't necessarily have to be in a relationship, not in a relationship. It doesn't have to be with work. It could be in a relationship, right? Behind the veils, your ancestors could be giving you insight into who this person is, maybe helping you understand who this person is, and this create a new identity. This person, to me, sounds like they're going to change you for the better. Okay, you may be, let's say you're the type of person who for all of your life you've been a penny pincher, and now you get with this person and you're traveling the world, you're going on vacations you never thought you would go on, going to places that you never thought you would see in real life. Okay, let's get you one more angel number card, and then we'll do some tea leaf oracle decks. Oops. Spirit, can we get one more message, please, for pile number 1? Thank you. We have, wow, evolution 565. You are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards great wisdom and understanding. Yes, you are in a place of evolving for sure. Things are definitely changing. Things are definitely moving in a new direction, and you need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with that, pile number 1, because truthfully speaking, it's what you asked for. Okay. I do want to get you one of these goddess power cards. Let's see if there's a goddess around you that might have a message for you. Spirit, can we get one card, please, for pile number 1? A goddess power message. Something that they need to hear right now that can help them on this journey they're about to go on. Just one card, please. Yeah, look at that, new beginnings. I'm going to keep shuffling because there was a lot of cards with that one, but I'm going to keep shuffling and see what else comes out. Oh my God, there's a lot of cards coming out with these. Oh, okay. Can I just get one card? Thank you. We have Flow, Rhea. Wow. And it's number 44. And then you have Mommy, I believe this is Ocha, Aquocha, I'm not sure, and Water. So I'm going to read Rhea Flow from the book. So Rhea Flow says, do you notice how when you're in alignment with the universe, everything in your life just seems to flow? The Greek goddess Rhea, whose very name means flow and ease, comes to let you know that you're entering such a time. While the flow state is not permanent for most people, it is a beautiful feeling that allows you to lose yourself in the rhythm. It's as if you're traveling down a magical stream where ideas and insights pour through you from a vast source of information that is gifted to you. Yes, to me, this is spirit just confirming that there are ideas that have been flowing into you. You just have to actually take the time to write those ideas down and then find a way to make them possible. Okay. It says the way to ensure you remain in this beautiful energy as long as you can is to observe your life with relaxed attention, listening to the guidance presented to you as you move forward without restraint or fixed ideas. You can enter a flow state anytime you're willing to release your expectations. Yes, release the expectations of the outcome. Understand that it will happen exactly the way it's supposed to happen, okay? It requires trust, and the goddess Rhea ensures your boat will never capsize as you move from a slow stream to a rapid river, okay? So trust in the flow, okay? Trust in the process. Because there's a reason why you're being asked to, because it's almost like, this feels like right place, right time type of situation. And I wasn't gonna read it, but I think I'm gonna read Mama Quocha, I believe. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. And I'm saying 2222. So you may see a lot of angel numbers that come through. You may see 111, 222. You may see growing numbers, so like 1, 2, 3, 4. That may be an indication. So we have Mami Kocha. It says, the world we inhabit begin from the oceanic waters of life and the waters that surrounded us in the womb, both of which are the dominion of the Incan goddess Mama Kocha. We are most attuned to the qualities of water, as the element of water symbolically represents our emotions. Our emotions move us to make and perceive the world as we know it. The beauty in this truth is found by observing water in all her properties and forms. Water is fluid and passes through cracks and flows in the ground without stress, moving around obstacles and patiently wearing away the most jagged rocks until they are smooth. I don't know if you can hear this, but it's starting to storm out here. Until they are smooth and gleaming. It says, water ebbs and flows, comes and goes in a powerful rhythmic motion as the seas and oceans reveal their promise to release and return. Water rises up from the ground and seeds the clouds and then rains upon the earth to ensure growth and sustain life. And it's literally about to start thundering outside. It says, water turns to hard ice and blankets the world in a protective shell, even on soft snow, allowing the democracy of life to herald a time of dreaming. Then the ice melts and the cycles begin again. The answer to your question lies in determining what form of water reveals the conditions of your life, and then recognizing the next evolution of your life's potential. If you are in an ebb, you can expect a flow. If things are temporarily frozen, soon they will melt. If it seems that your world is too wet and temporarily shelter is needed, you can expect new growth and sunny days again. Mama Kocha reminds you that the waters of your life are perfect as they are now, just as perfect in the way they will evolve. Unlimited potential is revealed when the goddess comes to visit. So to me, this is just confirmation from spirit saying you need to go with the flow. You need to be in the flow of life. You need to be in the flow of whatever is coming, because there is a beauty in letting go of the outcome. There is a beauty in letting go of like your expectations, what you're hoping to get out of this, because your expectations will not help you. Only the power of flow, ebb and flow, and letting spirit do what spirit is going to do is going to help you. Okay. So lastly, we're going to get some tea leaf oracle decks. We'll get a couple of cards from here and then we'll close out the reading. Okay. Spirit, can we get some cards for pile number 1? It was 3, and that's exactly what I was thinking about. So we have celebration, fun, enjoyment. We have July, which is next month. So a lot of this may start to come to fruition in July. Also, you may be a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, because this rainbow makes me think of that. And then you have kangaroo. It says unsettled times need to plan ahead. So for some of you, you may feel a bit unsettled by stepping out on this, like it's almost like stepping out on faith, so to speak. But spirit is saying you're going to be fine. Look at this. Look at this. Bottom deck energy is moon. Changes in your life. To me, that's just come from, and that's actually your bottom deck energy. Spirit is saying the changes are coming, right? This is something you've been asking for. Don't be afraid to hold on tight when these changes come into your life, okay? So pile number 1, this is all of the messages I have for you. Also, I just saw 555. But these are all of the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to stick with me throughout this reading, and I will see you next time in our next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your love and career reading. So we're going to go ahead and turn over this card. Now, before I do want to say that before I turned on the camera, I kept hearing, in my head, I kept hearing Michael Bublé's song, don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. I don't know if you've been listening to that song. I don't know if this is your partner coming through, because this is a love and career reading. So I don't know if this is your partner coming through before I even start the reading. So I just want to give that disclaimer, okay? So we're going to turn it over. We have numbers. Okay, so card number 26. So the message that I'm getting from this card is that numbers are going to play a significant role in your love life coming up. Some of you, you may be drawn to numbers. You may be a mathematician. For some of you, you may love science. You may also be getting called out from the Archangel Metatron. Something about this makes me think of Archangel Metatron. So, I would definitely say do some research. For some of you, you've been getting a lot of synchronicities. You may be getting 333, 444, 222, 111, 555, right? If that's something you've been getting, this is your reading, because those numbers have been calling out to you. Those are your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, spirit itself calling out to you, because there is some messages that they need to get to you today. So I am going to try and get as many of those messages out to you today. Okay. So actually, I'm going to leave this here and then we're going to read it from the book, okay? Because it seems like for some of you, I would also advise some meditation might be in order to meditate on those numbers that you receive. Also, look up the numerology of those numbers. That may be helpful as well, okay? So it says 26 numbers. So the card 26, and then the card says numbers. It says seeing number sequences will guide you and enlighten you. Yes, it says you have received this card as the universe is communicating with you via number sequences. Our entire world functions with numbers, and you were assigned your own personal set of numbers on the day you were born and carried them throughout your entire life. For some of you, your birthday may be coming up, so pay attention to the number, to the actual individual numbers in your birthday. You may, like, let's say your birthday is June 22nd, 1983, right? So you may start to see 666, you may see 222, you may see 111, 999, 888, like 222, like those are the numbers that you may start to see. So just giving you an example, okay? It says, these numbers can be very significant as to who you are, what your future life path is, and what type of personality traits you have. I would also say look up your life path if you can do that. I think the way you do it is by adding the numbers, like individually, the numbers of your birthday. So check that out. I would also say do some research about it as well. And I just saw 303. Okay, it says your entire life is connected to personal forms of identification through numbers. Your home has its own number as part of your address. Your car has number plates. You have phone numbers, PIN numbers, identification numbers, and credit card numbers, just to name a few. Your name could be broken down into numbers, and your life path, can be determined by numerology. Each year is governed by a different number, and you will constantly see numbers in the form of time flashing past you. The universe is constantly trying to get your attention in many ways. What did I say? Some people are more connected than others to the universe spiritual messages in the form of repetitive number sequences. Your loved ones, spirit guides, and angels also communicate with you via number sequences. The number card is a sign from above to remind you to be aware and open to the number sequences being given to you. Do you constantly see number sequences such as 1111 or 2222? Do you see sequences such as your or your loved one's birthdays, anniversaries, dates, or the dates of someone's passing constantly flashing at you? This is because the universe is trying to get a message to you, okay? It says numbers are a sign that your hopes and dreams are manifesting with your current thoughts. Be open to receive the numbers and be aware of what you are thinking about, as your thoughts will become your reality. So, and I don't know if you can hear it, but it's starting to thunder and lightning and storm out here. But I do want to say this. For some of you, this is a love and career reading, right? This is what this reading is supposed to be. I would not be surprised if other messages outside of that come through, because I'm getting this feeling that, like, the best way I can describe it is like, think of like your ancestors or your spirit guides or your angels are like standing on the sidelines like, ooh, let's go. Like, because they've been trying to give you so many messages, and they're like, we knew you would come to this love and career reading, so this is where we're going to give you everything, okay? So I would not be surprised if this reading takes a while. If it takes a little longer, I'm actually going to push some of this back, because I imagine we're going to get quite a few cards, okay? So we're going to pull from the Green Witch's Oracle deck, because that's what I feel first. That's not what I did for pile number 1, but that is what I'm feeling right now. So that's what we're going to pull, okay? Let's make sure we got all the cards. Okay. Spirit guides, ancestors, those who walk with me, please open me up, allow me to be a channel and hear the messages that pile number 2 needs to hear. Can we get some cards? First card, moss agate positivity change. So I think that's that's self-explanatory, right? You're definitely about to go through some change. What else do we have? Okay, got 2. Okay, so we have planning, setting intentions, optimism. Then we have rain, cleansing, and it's raining outside. Rain, cleansing, purification, hydration. So this may be confirmation for you if it's raining where you are, or if you're the type of person who loves rain. You may also be seeing lilies as well. Okay, let's get a couple of more cards, please, Spirit, for pile number 2. Get a couple of more messages for love and career reading. Oops, that was quick. Okay, we have sickle, focus, regrowth, letting go. These 3 cards came out in another reading that I did. I think it came out on Monday. So there may be a message there for you as well. But these 3 cards came out in that reading. Okay. So you're going to get one more card and then a bottom deck energy. I hear like sing-songing, you haven't been listening. Like literally that's what I just heard. And then we have sun. It says healing energy, happiness, comfort, joy. Bottom deck energy is hedge. It says potential, boundaries, indecision. So let's talk about this. Okay, so you may have come from pile number 1. We're going to start with the first card first. So you have moss agate, positivity change. So your spirit guides is saying that your love life or your career life is about to go through a complete and utter overhaul, right? Your life in itself may be going through an overhaul as well, but it's because of maybe some seeds that you've sown in the past. So I'm getting 2 things. This could be because of some seeds that you've sown in the past, or there's something that you let go of in the past and it's coming back. And for some reason, maybe it was something that you wanted to do and you couldn't quite get it done. And now you're in a time frame where you can actually do it. And it is going to completely change your viewpoint on love, career, money, especially because your main card was numbers. Something about the amount of, it's a lot of messages coming through. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that maybe you're the type of person who always used to say, I want to be a billionaire, right? I want to have $1 billion in my account, right? And your spirit guides and your ancestors have been trying to get you to see that you don't have to have any of that. All you need to have is faith the size of a mustard seed. Sow a seed, water it, hydrate it, plant it, let it grow, and you can get anything that you want with almost no money in your account. Okay, so it's almost like your whole entire your belief system is going to get a complete and utter overhaul. The things that you thought you wanted, the things that you thought you needed in order to have a successful life, you will not, I won't say you won't need them, but you'll understand that you don't need them anymore. I would not be surprised if your whole perspective of life changes, because look, you got moss agate, positive change, planning, setting intentions, optimism, but then you got rain, cleansing, purification, hydration, right? To me, this is your spirit guides coming through to say, we are going to be cleansing all of these beliefs. Like I'm literally filming this on June 11th. And it is the day of the full moon, what people call a strawberry moon. It's the full moon in Sagittarius. Full moons are really good for releasing. So I don't know if you plan to do a ritual or you've already done a releasing ritual. I want to tell you that this is divinely guided. Okay. And it's even more divinely guided if it is raining where you are, because it is raining here. And I feel like it didn't really start, like I saw the clouds getting dim, but it didn't start raining until I turned on the camera for pile number 2. Okay. So it may start raining, even if it's not today, it may start raining in the next couple of days around where you are. You may see like what do they call it? Like light showers where the sun is still out, but it's raining. You may start to see that because we have the sun here as well. But there's a purification that's going to happen for you. And it's not just going to affect your love and career, aspects of your life. This is going to affect everything. Like when I say you're going to get a complete and utter overhaul, you're going to start to do it. And it may be in the form of numbers, right? Let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say your rent is $2,200, right? And you only have, I don't know, $1,900, right? Spirit may make it so that you don't even have to find more money, but your rent goes down, right? It's almost like Spirit is saying, we will meet you where you are. We've been trying to meet you here for the longest, but your expectations of what you need to have in order to have the life that you want, they are false. They are untrue. You can have a billionaire's lifestyle without actually having billions of dollars in the bank. And I know that's hard to hear. And I know it's so like woo woo and optimistic, but I really, because you have optimism here. I didn't even realize that. But it's really Spirit speaking to you, saying that you don't need the numbers, right? The numbers could be zero, but you could be living as if you have $1 billion in the bank. Okay. So then we have sickle. It says focus, regrowth, letting go. To me, this is just confirmation that you're going to be letting go a lot of old ideas or old beliefs that no longer serve you. They no longer serve your highest purpose. And now you're in a place where you're going to be letting those go. It's almost like Spirit is going to cut them down for you. If you've ever seen a sickle in motion, it is cutting down weeds. It is cutting down long stems of grass, right? So to me, this is Spirit saying we're coming in to wipe away all of these expectations that you have. We're going to release these limiting beliefs. We're going to release you feeling like you have to be one way in order to get one thing, and you absolutely don't, okay? Then you have the sun. It says healing, energy, happiness, comfort, and joy. To me, this is Spirit is saying, it's like Spirit is coming back to say, this is going to be a positive change, because they started out with positivity and change. And then you have healing, energy, happiness, comfort, and joy. Spirit is saying after we get through cutting all of these things out, after you get through sowing all these seeds, you're going to be in a place of healing, energy, happiness, comfort, joy. That's where you're going to be, in a place of just like basking in the sunset, right? And then your bottom deck energy was hedge. So you have potential, boundaries, and decisions. Spirit is saying you haven't been able to make a decision, so we're going to help you do this. And like, to me, it's like the sickle is going to cut down the hedge so you can actually see. Because sometimes, you know the saying, you can't see the forest for the trees. Spirit is saying you're going to be able to see the trees. Look at the trees back here, right? We're going to clear the way. We're also going to set boundaries, right? Because we're not just going to be doing things all willy-nilly, but we're going to set boundaries so that you can move forward into this, okay? Let's get you a couple of clarifying life situations cards, okay? Spirit, can we get a couple of cards for pile number 2, please? Love and career reading, please. I feel like I want to pull this out and show it to you. Wow, we have thrive and believe, embrace growth, and trust and promise. Keep an open mind. Answers reveal the path of fulfillment. Normally, I don't do that, but I felt called to pull that card out. So we're going to pull it. We're going to go with it, okay? Spirit, can we get some more cards, please? Okay, we have roots of stability. It says ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. Yeah, so some of you, you've been feeling unstable. You've been feeling like you don't have like any guaranteed anything that's guaranteed to help you or to save you, right? And I will also say that you may feel like you're moving into a place of uncertainty, but it's because you don't know what Spirit has for you. Like, I think there's a saying, like, people talk about, if you knew what was down the road, would you go for, you know, that car or that house, or would you go for that job, or would you... Sorry, I got a phone call. Would you go for that job? Would you go for that house? Would you, go for that dream opportunity? And Spirit is saying you feel like there's a bit of instability, but it's because you don't know what's up ahead. And Spirit is saying we're going to put you, it's almost like with every miracle, that's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. With every miracle that happens for you, you're going to feel more and more comfortable understanding that you've never been alone. The scales have always been balanced. You have always had stability. It just didn't look the way you thought it was going to look, okay? Then you have the scales of balance. It says seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner scales to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. So to me, this is talking about making sure that you have balance within yourself, making sure that you understand that there is a thin line between delusion and actual balance, right? And I'm not saying that delusion is a bad thing, because a lot of times faith starts out as just pure and utter delusion, right? But Spirit is asking you to have some type of balance, and they're going to bring that balance into your life, okay? Spirit, can we get 2 more cards? Thank you. We have cutting edge. It says slice through obstacles and carve a path toward your dreams. Yep. And I think Spirit is doing this for you. Spirit is carving a path to your dreams, to the things that you want to do. Okay, we have two, actually there's 3 cards that turned over. So we're gonna keep shuffling. Keep shuffling. There's meant to come out, they'll come out again. And then we have worth the effort. It said embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. Knowing your dedication will lead to rewarding discoveries. So for some of you, I think you don't know your own worth, right? And Spirit is going to show, it's almost like Spirit is going to put a mirror up to you. And when I was shuffling these cards, I kept seeing the mirror card. It's almost like Spirit is going to put a mirror up to you and show you the power that you have. Now, I'm going to say something that's a bit controversial, okay? Take it if it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it on the table, okay? You don't have to listen to anything that I'm saying, okay? It's almost like Spirit is going to get you out of the, you know, when things happen for you, God did this. And when bad things happen to you, the devil did this. It's almost like Spirit is going to give you an opportunity to see the truth in your own power, to see the truth in your own words, to understand that the God or devil, quote unquote, that you're calling out to, that you see as outside of yourself, right? You're going to realize that that power is truly within you. And I know people find that very controversial because they're like, well, what about our spirit guides? And what about our angels and ancestors? I am not saying that they are not around to help you, but I am also saying that there is a power that lies dormant within a lot of us. And to me, within all of us, but we're not willing to tap into that power because we've been taught that to do so is blasphemy, right? To do so is to not honor that which is bigger than us. But what if I told you that there is nothing that is bigger than you? I know, controversial, but what if I told you that that thing that you see as bigger than you is you? What if I told you that you are one with it and it is one with you, right? Another conversation. A lot of people are not ready to have that conversation, but I will say pile number 2, for those of you who are willing to have that conversation, your ancestors, your spirit guides are going to show you the true power that is already within you. Okay. Wow, I didn't even realize this. So your bottom deck energy is spiritual retreat. It says seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. I didn't even realize that was at the bottom of the deck. I would not be surprised if a lot of you go through something that feels like a Kundalini awakening. If you feel like you're going through like a spiritual reawakening within yourself, as if, you know, you may feel like you are going on a spiritual retreat, not like a physical one, but like a mental one where, you know, your spirit guides may come through and give you messages of love and support and things like that. Okay. So we're going to pull from, I'm going to pull from the Fantasy Oracle deck because this is not specifically about love. It's not specifically about career. Your ancestors or your spirit guides have a whole other type of situation that they want to give you today. Okay. And I'm just going to roll with it. Okay. All right. Can we get a couple of cards, please, for pile number 2, please, Spirit? What is it that they need to hear right now? Thank you. We have the Acolyte. It says new projects learning. Yep. You're definitely, like, to me, that spiritual retreat. And then your first card to come out from this deck is Acolyte, new projects learning. You're going to be learning a lot about yourself, about the power within you. I would also say be careful to not let arrogance get in the way. Be willing to be a teacher, but also a student. Okay. Don't forget that you're always learning. You're always a student. Okay. Spirit, anymore? Thank you. We have the Forgotten. Wow. Missed opportunities, fear of failure. For some of you, to me, that Forgotten card is making me, Spirit is almost like, it's like your ancestors are coming through to say that we're helping you to remember some things that you've forgotten. You've forgotten who you are. You've forgotten the power that you came into this earth with. And then I just saw air, right? The air, like heir to the throne. You've forgotten the power that you have. You've forgotten the crown that sits on your own head. You've given that crown to a preacher. You've given that crown to a guru instead of giving that crown to yourself, understanding that anything that they can give you, it is already within you. It takes, like, it has to be within you for you to even understand it, for you to even comprehend it, right? And some of you are going to remember, you're going to start to remember the forgotten, okay? Then we have the Archer. It says biding your time, planning ahead. So for some of you, it's almost like, think of this as like Cupid's bow. That's what this feels like to me. It's almost like this arrow is being shot at you to wake you up, right? It is, you've been biding your time. Your spirit guides have been planning ahead. They've been planning for what's about to happen for you. And for some of you, this may happen in love and career. For some of you, it may not. But it feels like your spirit guides have been planning ahead. There may be some things that you see that start to happen that's been taking place. And it is because your spirit guides have been preparing you for what's to come, okay? Can I get one more card, please, and the bottom deck energy for pile number 2, please? Thank you. We have the Spy Master, knowledge and distrust. So for me, this makes me think of like you're gonna, the distrust that you have on yourself. And what I mean by that is that there are a lot of us who don't believe in ourselves. We'll believe if someone else tells us, but not if we feel it ourselves. And that is about to change, right? That is going to change for you in the very near future. And you have the Orator. It says communication and confidence. This is your bottom deck energy. Something about this skull absolutely makes me think of your ancestors. They're going to be coming to you to communicate. So I would also say that if you have any fear about, communicating with your ancestors, it might be helpful for you to start to have conversations now. And like, something just as simple as being by yourself and saying, hey, my ancestors, I do want to connect with you. I want to have a communication, but can you come in a form? Like, I don't want to turn around and see you in the corner of my room. Like, I know a lot of people, I personally don't believe that that's how that's happened. It hasn't happened to me like that. But I can't speak for everybody else. So if there is some fear there of how they will come to you, then you can always ask, to have a little bit more understanding of how they're going to come to you. Okay. So let's get you some cards from the angel deck. So give me 1 second. Alrighty. Spirit, can we get some cards from the angel number deck, please? Can we get 2 and bottom deck energy? That's a flyer. Wow. We have abundance, 888. Financial abundance and success are on the horizon. Stay focused and disciplined. So for those of you who are worried about whether or not you're going to be financially stable, you're going to be more than financially stable. Abundance is coming in for you. You may start to see the number 888 a lot when this is about to happen, but you got the roots of stability card, so it's definitely coming, right? And then we have growth, 234. It says you are experiencing growth and expansion in all areas of your life. You are on the right path and moving towards great fulfillment and success. So to me, this is just your guides and your ancestors coming through to say you're on the right path, right? You're heading toward abundance. It may not look the way you thought it was going to look, but you are heading toward abundance. You will be divinely protected. And look what's under the bottom deck. Didn't I say like a Kundalini awakening? You're going to have some type of awakening. You have spiritual awakening, 777. It says you're on the right path. Your spirituality involving and aligning with your higher purpose. So for some of you, you are definitely, this full moon that's coming in is going to be the catalyst for you going through a complete spiritual awakening, where things may start to change. They may not look the way they've looked before. You may even feel like you're jumping timelines. That's okay. Your spirit guides are going to be there to protect you. Like I said, they've been preparing for this, right? They have been planning ahead. They've been biding their time until they could get your attention. And this reading is how they got your attention. Now, this is a timeless reading. Even if you're seeing this 2, 5, 6, 7 years from now, you are seeing it when you are supposed to see it, okay? So we're going to pull from the Goddess Power deck just to see if there's any Goddess energy that is around you. I do want to shuffle this one time just to make sure. Spirit, can we get one card, please, Spirit, for pile number 2? Any Goddess energy or any messages from the goddesses that they need to hear at this time? Just one card, please. Just one card, please, for pile number 2. Pile number 2, I also want to tell you that you are divinely protected. That just came through. So I don't know if you've been wondering about whether or not you will be protected throughout this process, if you will be looked after. And I think they've already kind of explained that in the cards, but they wanted me to say it again. Okay, so I'm saying it again. And then you have Isis, Rebirth. So I'm actually going to read this from the book. But before I do that, I do want to say I am not surprised that Rebirth came out for you. The goddess Isis and Rebirth came out for you. Because we just talked about that spiritual awakening, right? That things are going to be changing. Things are going to be shifting from where they are right now. So I'm not surprised that Rebirth is coming in for you. Things are going to look vastly different. I would not be surprised if you listen to this video and then a year from now, you have a whole whole different perspective. Like other people have a whole different perspective on who you are as an individual, and it's because of this particular like spiritual awakening transformation that's coming for you. Okay, so let's read card number 25 from the book. It says the process of soul retrieval. What did I say? You're remembering the forgotten. Wow, just it's synchronistic. And I just saw 33. It says the process of soul retrieval, resurrection, and rebirth is the theme recurrent through the stories of the Egyptian goddess Isis, and one that she invites you to address now. This is a powerful moment to see some of what you thought you lost go through a process of regeneration to live again. I do want to say this before I continue on because I feel like it's coming out. For some of you, the goddess Isis has been trying to contact you. She's been trying to reach out to you. And you'll know if this is for you because you've been questioning it. Certain things you've been hearing, certain things you've been seeing. You've been questioning if the goddess Isis has been trying to reach out to you. She absolutely has. And she's coming in this reading to say that she's here to reach out to you again. Okay? So it says, like magic, the pieces of you that were considered lost in old wounds and stories are ready to be reclaimed in a healthier, more mature version. Where you were hopeless, now there is hope. Where you lost faith, you have the capacity for even more now. Where there was inequity and injustice, now you can see a better way. Where you were abandoned, now you can choose you. You are, wow, that choose you is powerful. I want you to hear that again. It says, where you were abandoned, now you can choose you. For some of us, we're always choosing everybody else. We're choosing this religion. We're choosing that person. We're choosing that love. We're choosing that heartache. We're choosing that heartbreak, right? We're choosing that over ourselves. And Isis is coming in to say, now you get to choose you, okay? It says, you are ready to face these parts of yourself and to gather them together as you step into a newer, more powerful version of yourself. It says, I'm gonna read that again. It says, you are ready to face these parts of yourself and to gather them together as you step into a newer, more powerful version of yourself, your work, your relationships, and your creativity. Have courage. Let go of blame, claim your accountability, and then co-create something better. You can do this. The goddess Isis has come to help you as a potent supporter in your growth, okay? So the goddess Isis is here to actually be with you and to help you and to guide you, but you have to be willing and you have to open yourself up to this, okay? Now, your bottom deck energy is Aphrodite, okay? Romantic love. So for some of you, this may come in the form of romantic love, but it also could come in the form of self-love, you learning to love yourself, okay? And this is a love and career reading. So I think I think your spirit guides or your ancestors are coming through to say, like, we haven't forgot it. We know you want love. We know this is something you're asking for and it's coming. But there are so many other things that we want to do. So I'm going to read this one from the book. It says, the Greek goddess of romantic love, Aphrodite, represents a state of ecstatic being that she now invites you to cultivate within. It says you can experience the world as a sensual, expressive, creative being if you allow yourself the freedom to explore what this means to you. Perhaps this is a portent of a new partnering or the deepening of one you already have, or perhaps this is a time for you to claim this aspect of your nature, which may have lain dormant for a while. So to me, that lain dormant part is talking about what we talked about earlier, that spiritual awakening. It says, Aphrodite invites you to fall in love with your life now and choose to look for the essence and expression of love all around you. By doing so, love will increase tenfold and you will see evidence of it everywhere you turn. This is your sacred task when Aphrodite chooses to aid and empower you. Okay. So pile number 2, this is beautiful. Like, I am loving this reading for you. I am loving what's coming through in these messages. I think this is I think this is probably the coolest reading I've done today. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Thank you so much for sticking with me all the way to the end. And I will see you next time in our next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your pile. So normally I do not do 3 piles, but I was called to do so today. So we are going to just dive right in and see what Spirit has to say to you for your love and career reading, okay? So we have travel, okay? So for some of you, what I'm getting first from this is that you may not find You may not find your partner or your dream job where you currently live right now. You may have to relocate, and only after relocating will you find this person or this new job. For some of you, you're getting ready to have a job where you get to travel. I'm hearing like travel blogger. You may be the type of person who shows like, because there's a young lady that I watch who does destinations for like safe places for people of color. So African American individuals specifically, I think is what she does. For some of you, that may be something that you want to go into. For others of you, this is a job that, you know, allows you to travel. So let's say you're an HR partner. Let's say that you are a recruiter, or let's say that you, I don't know, you work in marketing and this job requires you to travel. Something about this is telling me that this is where you're going to find your person. This is also where you're going to find that dream job. Your traveling may be your dream job. And if that is something that you've wanted to do, this is going to happen for you. For others of you, if you are already traveling, right, and you want to stop, Spirit is saying that is coming as well, if it is something that you're interested in. But for a lot of you, that storyline is probably for 2 of you in here. The rest of you, this is Spirit saying that travel job that you've always wanted, you're going to be able to do that. And I know that may sound weird with everything that's going on in the world, especially depending on where you live right now, but Spirit is saying you're going to have the opportunity to travel. You're going to have the opportunity to go to places you've never dreamed of being able to go to. And a lot of this is going to be through your career. It may be through your, like a side job that you have. You may be going to, like I'm seeing somebody going to conferences. I'm seeing somebody speaking. I'm seeing like a blog camera and like you're standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. I can also see, someone like in the Serengeti, I'm seeing in my mind's eye, maybe even Iceland or the Antarctica, but you're definitely going to get a chance to travel. But I will also say in this traveling is how you are going to meet the love of your life. In this traveling is how you are going to find that true love that you've been seeking. Okay, so we're going to read this one from the book. This is card 34, Travel. So it says, your horizons are expanding. Plan the next step today. It says, you have received this card as the universe wants you to know that your hopes and dreams of travel are not far away. Travel is a big part of our lives, whether it is local or overseas. Have you ever dreamt of visiting foreign lands or simply tracing the past of your ancestors? You may wish to travel to a peaceful beach haven or take time out for a sea change. Travel teaches you about other cultures, what a truly amazing and beautiful world you live in. It also helps you to understand the similarities and differences you have with people from other countries. I want to say this because I'm hoping I don't forget it. For some of you, the love of your life may not be of your same nationality. And for some of you, that may be a problem. For others of you, that may be something that you prefer. But I'm just telling you that because that's what's coming through right now. Okay? So it says, travel can also help you to unlock hidden areas within your soul, such as your past lives. Have you ever yearned to visit a location but never really understood what it was that was calling you to go there? This may be your past life beckoning you to discover the hidden treasures that lies within your past. The universe is encouraging you to make plans, visualize a trip, and get ready to pack your bag. Do not procrastinate and worry that you will never be able to afford the dream of your future trip. The universe works in mysterious ways. Once you make a plan, the universe will assist you to make the dream become a reality. The universe and abundance works hand in hand. So if you are meant to go on a holiday and travel to a particular location, then all you need will fall into your place. Start planning your trip today and know that your dreams are about to become reality. For some of you, Spirit is asking you to plan out this new, they're asking you to plan out this new trip. But they're also asking you to write down what it is that you see in your next partner. Write down what it is, and I just saw 444. Write down what it is that you see in your next partner. Write down what it is that calls out to you. Write down what it is that you actually want to do, right? If there's something that you've been wanting to do, especially in regards to traveling, Spirit is asking you to write it down. I am actually filming this on the strawberry full moon on June 11th, 2025. If you are seeing this as it goes live, this is definitely a good time to manifest. If you are not, it is still a good time to manifest, but I'm being called specifically to to say that if you are looking to travel, if you're looking to have that dream job, if you're looking to have that dream house, that dream partner, Spirit is saying this is a great full moon to do so. Okay, so we're gonna pull a couple of other cards because I'm feeling like there's a lot more that Spirit wants to say to you through this deck. So we're gonna pull from the romance and love deck. Let's shuffle it one more time just to make sure. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 3? That was quick. Okay, we have heartbreak. It says heartbreak is a part of the human experience. It will pass. Some of you might have recently gone through a heartbreak and you may be getting over that. Then you wow. You have adventure. Seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. So for some of you, you may decide that, or you may have decided that you wanted to travel after you went through a heartbreak. And Spirit is saying that heartbreak it happened to get you out of your comfort zone so that you would want to take an adventure and try something different, right? Then you have together. It says find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. So for some of you, I feel like this is confirming what Spirit was giving us earlier, right? That you're going to travel and you're going to meet someone and you're going to be together. I'm hearing together in Paris. I don't know what that is. But I'm hearing together in Paris. So you may meet this person in Paris, or you may go on a trip because I think there's like a Paris, Texas. You may go to a place that's like named Paris, but Spirit is saying you're going to be together with this person, right? Then we have illusions. It says be aware of love's illusions, see reality clearly. Spirit is saying that it's almost like when you get with this person, you're going to see the illusion of this previous person, right? So when you're going on this adventure, you may still be going through that heartbreak. You may still be experiencing that hurt, but Spirit is saying that you're going to finally see the illusion is going to be broken that this person put on you. Because to me, it's like they put an illusion. They may have love bombed you and then broke your heart. And it's almost like, what is it? Is it Eat, Pray, Love? I think where she had that situation and then she like left and went traveling. I would not be surprised if your life ends up being like an Eat, Pray, Love type of thing where you find like you actually find the love of your life traveling somewhere else, but the illusion is going to be broken. And then look what came out, wedding. It says taking your relationship to the next level one step at a time. So if you are interested in marrying this person or building something long term with this person, Spirit is saying that this is your soulmate. This could even be a twin flame. If you believe in that sort of thing, this person is actually the person that you're meant to be with, especially at this time. When you meet them, Spirit is saying this is a long-term connection. You're going to have so much fun with this individual. It's almost like you're going to feel like you're a kid all over again. Okay. And then you have individuality. It says be aware of possessive partners, maintain your individuality. Spirit is saying you're not even going to have to worry about your own individuality. This person is almost going to like demand it. Now, I will say that this person is probably going to be very protective of you, especially if they meet you at a time where you're still hurting. They will be very protective of you. Just make sure it doesn't go into the realm of possession unless that's something that you're interested in. Okay. And then your bottom deck energy is passion. It says keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbreak of love. It's the heartbeat. Sorry. It's the heartbeat of love. So for some of you, like this passion that you're going to feel with this person is going to be unlike anything you have ever experienced before. You may even feel like it's too good to be true, that, it won't last. And Spirit is saying that, and I think that's why Spirit put this wedding card here. Spirit is saying just because you have a lot of passion and a lot of love for this person, it does not mean that it won't last. It does not mean that this will not, actually turn into something beautiful. Okay, so let's get you a couple of cards. Oops, we're gonna take these because I was gonna do 4 cards total. So 3 came out. So we have passive income. It says the best money is made while you sleep. Okay, then we have retirement. It says working hard can be a thing of the past. And then you have focus. It's difficult to be productive when your energy is scattered in so many directions. So for some of you, you're going to be able to turn something that was a passive income into full-time income. And it may be the reason why you're able to retire from your current job. So you're definitely getting both. I think you're probably the first pile to get both love and career specific messages. But Spirit is saying that if you are wanting to do this, you're going to have to focus. You're going to have to take out some time, do some research about what it is that you want to go into, and actually put that forward to actually get it done. Spirit is saying, if you really want to do this, if you really want to retire from your 9-to-5 job and you actually want to, like, I don't know, travel or become a tarot reader, or you want to start your own business making soap, I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do, Spirit is saying that you will have that, like, it's going to go from passive income to full-time income, but it also feels like it will self-sustain itself and you'll be able to retire from your current job right now and focus solely on this new endeavor. Okay, Spirit, can we get one more card, please? We have impatience. It said it takes time to build an empire. Wow. Your desire for instant results can hinder your ability to make good decisions. And I think that's why you got that focus card as well. Spirit is saying that it takes time to build this. So be patient with yourself. It's coming. Now, for some of you, you've already put the time in. You've already put the patience in. And this is actually going to start to come to fruition for you. But Spirit is asking you to remain patient with them. Okay. And then your bottom deck energy is financial freedom. It says, when you are financially free, your lack of money no longer defines the limitations of your life. Yeah, for some of you, you're going to be coming into actually, I want to put this here. You're going to be coming into a situation where your finances are not going to define what you get to do, how you get to live. You are actually going to be able to live the life that you were born to live, right? The life that you feel more, the most connected to, the most called to, you'll actually be able to do that, okay? I'm being called to talk more about this impatient card. Spirit is saying, don't be so impatient with yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself as well. Spirit is saying that everything that is meant to happen for you will happen for you in divine time, and no one can take away from you what's already yours. It is meant for you. And for you to get the passive income and the retirement card, to me, Spirit is just giving you extra confirmation saying that what will be, right? You don't have to be impatient with yourself. You can wait and let Spirit bring this to you, okay? Let's get you a couple of cards from the Clarifying Situations deck. Okay. Spirit, can we get some cards for pile number 3? Thank you. We have Charge Ahead. It says, embrace courage and determination, forging your path with confidence, readiness to overcome obstacles. Yes, move forward. Pile number 3, seriously move forward. It says, real promise, release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibilities. Spirit is saying that the chains of the past, that heartbreak that started you on this adventure, you gotta let it go, because there's, like, Spirit is saying the rest of this is a real promise that we're giving you. We promise, it's almost like Spirit is saying, we're promising you that this is gonna happen for you, but you have to release your fear of impatience. You have to release the chains of the past so that you can get to this promise that Spirit has for you, right? Look at this. You have more adventures. It says, embrace the unknown with curiosity, letting each journey shape your path and wisdom. So you got adventure twice. So and I'm hearing like adventure time. So I don't know if you're just watching that or you like actually enjoy that show, but for some, you're going to be exploring, like, I'm hearing a whole new world. You're going to be exploring new worlds. You're going to be going to places you never thought that you would ever see or go to, because Spirit is putting you on a very adventurous path. Okay. Let's get you some angel number cards to see if we can get any numbers that might be around you when this starts to happen. Okay. Thank you. Wow. And this came out in pile number 2, I believe. You have abundance, 888. It says financial abundance and success are on the horizon. Stay focused and disciplined. So Spirit is saying if you're worried about whether or not you're going to be taken care of, don't worry. You will be fully protected. This is divinely guided. This travel, this going to different places is divinely guided by Spirit. And then you also had the financial freedom card right here, right? So to get financial freedom and to get abundance, to me, it's like Spirit is making sure that they give you double confirmation so that you know that this is real, okay? Spirit, can we get one other card as well as the bottom deck energy, please? Thank you. We have evolution. I think this came out of pile number 2. It says you're evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. Yes, you are on a trip in a place where you're evolving. Things are growing, things are getting better, but you have to be willing to break those chains and let go of things that no longer serve you. And then we have spiritual awakening. I think this might have came out in pile number 2 as well. So you may have come from pile number 2. You have 777. It says you're on the right path. You're spiritually evolving and aligning with your higher purpose. Okay. So pile number pile number 3, you are definitely going to be going through a spiritual awakening. Things may seem a bit unstable for a little while. The Spirit is saying it's because we want you to trust in the power of yourself. We're also going to pull a Goddess Power card, but I want you to understand that this evolution is part of your success. It is part of how you're going to awaken to the beautiful person that you are, how you're going to dance to the new rhythm of life. Okay. So let's get you one card. Thank you, Spirit, from the Goddess Power deck. So this is, I want to say this is Saradwin Potential. I'm going to read it from the book just to make sure. And then your bottom deck energy is Green Gara, I believe, Salvation. So we'll read these from the book, okay? Alrighty. So we have, you are a child of infinite potential, and the Celtic goddess Saradwin, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize, is here to remind you of the power that resides in the womb of your heart and the chalice of your mind. Everything you need is coming together right now, as if your life's reflections were shining brightly in a golden liquid in the Saradwin's magic. Transformative cauldron. Imagine greatness, and there will be greatness. Envision peace, and there will be peace. Choose love, choose gratitude, and choose faith in the divine magic that flows through you. It says, there are only the ingredients needed for the goddess Saradwin to work her transformation magic on your behalf. Regardless of the limitations imposed on your world by fate, culture, and conditioning, your true destiny is coalescing on your behalf. You can be anything you imagine. Remember this. Dream and trust that everything you need exists to make that dream a reality. This is the promise. You got promise again. This is the promise of the goddess Saradwin. So Spirit is saying that you have potential for so much, right? There's so much that you can do in this life, and they're going to open the doors of possibilities for you, but you have to be willing to walk through them, right? You cannot just, sell yourself short and like, well, I don't know if this is necessarily the best thing for me. Spirit is saying that you're being guided to go on this path. Okay. So this is Green Tara. Okay. Salvation. So this is card 18. So it says the divine has intended you. Yes, the divine has intended you into being and giving you the assignment to explore life, travel, to explore life through certain perceived limitations. You are meant to learn about life and all its complexities, especially learning about how to be in community with others. Green Tara, a Tibetan goddess, also known as She Who Saves, says that you will never be alone in life's journey. You got journey right here, and then you got travel. So to me, it's just confirmation that you're actually going to be traveling, okay? It says, this compassionate savior goddess of intimate friendships will ensure that the right people will show up for you at the right time. I think we had that somewhere else, that you're going to be in situations where people are going to show up for you at the right time. When you need them, I think it was in the travel card. When you need them, they will be there. Okay. It says Green Tara reminds you that your needs will always be met. You don't need to know the how, as that is her domain. You just need to trust, and the goddess Green Tara will use her magic on your behalf. You are safe and secure always in the care of the divine. Okay. So to me, this is just confirmation that you are divinely protected. Pile number 3, right? Everything that you're going to do, because you may be in a situation where you're like, I can't do I can't do what it is that I need to do. I can't go where it is that I need to go because I don't have the money. And the goddess Tara, the Green Tara, is coming in to say that you will be protected. Your ancestors are coming in to say that you will be protected on this adventure, because you got adventure twice. You got promised twice, right? So it's almost like Spirit is saying we need you to go on this adventure, and we promise that you're going to be taken care of, okay? Let's get you a couple of cards from the Green Leaf Oracle deck. We have May. So for some of you, some of this may have started in May, or this may start for you May of next year. Oops, there's too many cards. May also be your birthday, your birth month. Then we have bread. It says period of prosperity and abundance. Wow, yeah, you got the abundance card here. To me, I'm telling you, your spirit guides and your ancestors are coming through to say that we got you. Don't even worry about it. We're going to make sure that the bread, quote unquote, is provided for you. Okay. Then we have, it fell on the floor. We have bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Look at that. You got success all and up through your reading. Then we have happiness. Look at that. Oh, pile number 3. It's almost like your spirit guides want to give you like a big hug and let you know, because it's like they're repeating things more than one time, right? Making sure that you understand that they're looking out for you. They're going to bring you so much happiness into your life, so much joy, so much passion is going to come into your life. Like you literally may have like the most freedom that you've ever experienced in your life. We have fire, because I was going to say passion. We have fire. It says strong emission, passionate love or hate. I'm telling you, that passion is definitely coming in for you. Then we have chain. It says chains of event that will affect your life. Yes, we talked about this, that you might have started with a heartbreak and then you went on this adventure and then you met somebody. It's definitely a chain of events that are definitely going to be happening for you coming up soon. If they haven't already started, for some of you, this could have already started. You could have moved to a new place or something like that. Then you have temporary situation. So for some of you, you're maybe in this heartbreak phase, and you may be in the phase of like where you're getting ready to go on an adventure and you're worried, and spirit is telling you that this part is just temporary. There's so many other things that we have for you. Okay. We have ink pot. Problems will be resolved. Look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, your ancestors and spirit guides are coming through to say you're going to be all right. Then we have clouds, temporary problems. They're only temporary. They're only temporary, pile number 3. And then we have bouquet, compliments from an admirer. To me, that admirer is spirit looking out for you. That admirer could also be this person that you're going to meet on your travels. Maybe that's how you meet them. Like maybe you're in a restaurant and they send you flowers. I don't even know if that's a thing. Or maybe you may be out buying flowers and they purchase the flowers for you. You never know. But that is all of the messages that I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for taking the time to stick it out with me all the way to the end. And I will see you next time in your next one. Bye.